Hello, hello, my lovely angels. This is your girl Sim back with another episode of the Sim Squad. Hi. Today we are doing a haul after many days. Actually, I don't know if it's been many days. I'm so lost with time of late. Like, I don't know which day it is today. What day is it today? It's a Thursday, which means if I film today, I will edit it tonight and then you'll view it tomorrow. So Friday evening, hopefully, this video will be live. So today I have 5 new perfumes for you. As usual, every haul of mine has like 5. We're gonna start off with, let's start with Lattafa. I'll tell you why. Because this was something I was hoping and praying for. Since Lattafa has not been releasing all the perfumes across the world, including the UAE, although it's a UAE brand. Certain perfumes like Yara Candy was never released in the UAE. I don't know if it's going to ultimately come over here or not. Please let me know. Was it only released in USA and nowhere else, or was it like everywhere all over the world except for the UAE? I'm not sure, but this was another one which was a dupe for Burberry Her. No, it's not Burberry Her, which was a dupe for Burberry Goddess, and this is called Angham. That's the box. Wow, the lights are so bright today morning that you can barely see it. The box is like a very, very lightweight, very flimsy box, as a matter of fact. I don't even know how it's keeping the perfume bottle intact, but it's like super flimsy, yeah? Not like a normal cardboard box, it's like just a very flimsy one. But this bottle, look how beautiful! I know it's like nothing fancy or anything, but it's just like it's nice. It has these musical notes because Angham means melodies which make up a song. So there's little, not notes, but tidbits of melodies, and then it makes up a song. If that's Angham for you. So Angham is supposed to be duping Burberry Goddess, and I have a tiny one. Would you look at that? It's even better inside. Let me show you. That's your little bit teeny weeny Burberry hair. Guys, I'm not gonna purchase $50 perfume just for the sake of a review. Although I do like this perfume a lot, I'm just not gonna invest that much money when I can get my Middle Eastern counterparts for much lesser. Now, there's Angham that is supposed to be duping Burberry Goddess. And then you also have another one from Maison Alhambra, which is called Athena. And a lot of y'all have been asking me for that one, but guys, it's just not available in the UAE, right? Maison Alhambra is not selling any new perfumes over here. That's what I'm assuming, because I can't find any of their new perfumes. And some of the old ones are also not being stocked. This tiny one is like I don't know how I'm going to blot this. Okay, let me be. Let's keep it this side, and then we're going to have the Angham. I can't even imagine what a difficult time everybody's having pronouncing the name Angham. Okay, it's actually not that difficult. It's Angham. So it's A-N-G, and So Angham. Now, do these smell alike? They're so close. They're so close. But dare I say that I kind of prefer Angham more? I'll tell you why. One second. So Burberry Her definitely smells like a very expensive designer perfume. It's of course your vanilla, and it's definitely a very sweet, light vanilla, very fluffy, airy vanilla, which has a little bit of aromatics. Guys, when I say it has aromatics, it's herbs, or it might have things like lavender, thyme, your rosemary, what else? A couple of other, just Google aromatics in perfumes, right? Now in Burberry Goddess, the ratio of vanilla versus the aromatic and vanilla are equal. So you get the vanilla, but you get like very, very strong aromatics as well. In Angham, you have 60% of vanilla and 40% of those aromatics. So this one feels a little bit more feminine. It feels a little bit more pretty. Let me start with the notes for you. You have your opening of pink pepper, mandarin, and ginger. Middle notes of praline, cacao, lavender, and jasmine. And then the base notes of vanilla, amber, and lavender. Now you might tell me, Simin, there's no aromatics in this. I know, except for lavender. But I cannot express how certain notes mix together and smell a certain way. And maybe there are aromatics, but they have not listed it. I don't know. I don't know how things work. I don't know if a brand is obliged to tell you the exact notes and stuff, but I can definitely smell very, very strong aromatics. Now, I've sprayed both these perfumes on my skin as well, and on the skin, Burberry Goddess, it becomes a little bit more aromatic, a little bit more heavy on that ginger and pepper compared to your Angham. Now, honestly, if I could afford both, I would keep both because they both give me a slightly different vibe. Burberry Goddess is more like, I would think of like a clubbing perfume, or a very it's a strong, fun perfume, as opposed to Angham, which seems to be a little bit more soft. But for now, I'm going to be content with my Angham. So that's the difference. But the thing is, I'm smelling them side by side, and I'm telling you that the difference is literally the 10%, right? So if you're looking for a dupe for Burberry Goddess, yes, Angham is definitely close. Now, I wish I had Athena as well, so I could have done everything in one review so that you would know which one to purchase. Angham is gonna set you back $45. This is what I know so far. It's definitely not bad for $45 as opposed to your Burberry Goddess being like $150, you know. So I'm very happy with this perfume. I've already used quite a bit of it because I went like spraying it like continuously throughout the day, and I'll tell you why. Because this one is not macerated yet, so the performance of Burberry Goddess is so much better right now, so much better. You need to give Angham a little bit more time. It'll probably need like 2 to 3 months. This is my prediction, okay? Take it with a grain of salt because I'm not an expert at maceration. And for everybody who asks me, Simin, how do you decide how long to keep it under maceration? I don't, you know, it's just you spray it a bit and you realize, did it macerate or not macerate? You leave it for a bit because after you spray, you created that little space inside. And plus then you know it's not macerated, so you keep it back, take it out again after a couple of weeks, keep trying the perfume, you know. So with this, I have a feeling that I'm not going to wait for the maceration. I'm just going to use it like I've been using. Look at that. Look at that. Already dented it, you know. So I do like this perfume a lot. I'm very tempted to give it a 10 out of 10. If I want to classify this perfume, it's a vanilla floral aromatic. Yeah. It starts off like very strong. You can definitely smell the pink pepper, ginger, but you also have that vanilla. Although the vanilla is mentioned in the middle notes or base notes, you can smell it from the beginning. Now, I don't know if it's like praline or vanilla, but they all come in together as that gourmand note. So in the opening, you do smell like the gourmands along with your spices and your aromatics and everything. It's quite linear, to be honest with you. Like from the beginning, you smell your opening notes and the middle notes, and your base notes come in like much later once the perfume settles down, where you like start smelling your muskiness and everything, and the perfume becomes really, really soft in the dry down. It's definitely a gourmand, but it is not an edible gourmand. So think of it as an aromatic gourmand. Now, in comparison to Nebras, I'm sure you're going to ask me that question. No, it does not smell like Nebras at all. Or even Nasheed. It doesn't smell like Nasheed. Nasheed is the most high concentration of aromatic. That's like probably 80% aromatic and 20% your vanilla. As a matter of fact, that's not even an aromatic. That's more of like myrrh and frankincense and all that. Same thing goes with Nebras as well. It has frankincense, if I'm not mistaken. So no, it's not, you know. This one is like more of that spiciness of ginger with like a load of lavender, which is giving you the feeling of Libre as well a little bit, you know. So it's like vanilla Libre with like some aromatics and some spices. I think you can wear this all weather, all season, any time of the day. Go for it. It's such a stunning perfume. It definitely is unisex. Like I feel a guy can pull this off, a girl can pull this off, but I would prefer this on a female, you know, the unisex meter, slightly female, you know. Not Middle Eastern at all. What else? Oh yeah, longevity. So the longevity is around 4 hours right now, 4 to 5 hours. You can smell it, but it's very close to the skin. Literally, when you have to like sniff your skin deep and take a long inhale to smell it, it's that, yeah. But I know. The same thing happened with Nasheed as well. Nasheed was one of the weakest perfumes I had owned, but I was in love with it. And then it macerated and now it's like a powerhouse. Same thing will happen with this, so give it some time, you know. For now, I'm going to give it a 9.5 just because its performance is terrible. But 9.5, guys, It's almost there. Once it reaches 10, and I'm sure I'm not even going to wait for it to reach 10 to finish this bottle, yeah? Definitely a good purchase if you like vanilla fragrances, if you don't mind. The aromatics are not strong enough for you to get offended by it, so I do think this is an easy purchase, like easy safe blind. Easy blind buy. My gosh. And the celebrity I want to give this to, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing her name right, is Hoyeon from Squid Game. I'm going to put her picture over here so you know who I'm talking about. It's very like that. It's like, it doesn't smell girly girl. It does have like a strong personality, but also very modern, and it's just a very stunning perfume, guys. Let me not talk too much about this because I'm kind of being like a fangirl, you know. Next, we have another one from Lattafa, and this one, I will not lie, I received it like 2 days ago and I've barely tried it and I still have an opinion about it. This is The Kingdom by Lattafa. This is the Kingdom Woman. So they released the Kingdom Man or Men and Kingdom Women. Why is everything so... And this is how it is. So this one's packaging is definitely more premium. They have written the notes inside the box over here. That's the box. Yeah. The top notes are blackcurrant, peony and pear. Heart notes of jasmine, praline and tonka. And the base notes of vanilla, sandalwood, amber and musk. What does that remind you of? Blackcurrant, peony, pear. And then you have your jasmine, praline and tonka bean. It reminds me of La Vie Belle, but without the patchouli. You know that ugly patchouli in La Vie Belle that turned off a lot of people. I know a lot of people do love La Vie Belle, but like for some people like me, La Vie Belle was like, it was nice, but like, you know, that patchouli was very bothering. And I don't know if Lattafa is a genius or if this was like just a coincidence. They released this awesome perfume. Look at the bottle. I mean, it looks like a poshy interior of like a poshy restaurant or like somebody's home back in the 80s where they were cooler, like the James Bond houses or something, I don't know. You know, it's a very stunning perfume. So one side you have this gold thingy, but the other side's the same texture, but it's glass, you know. And then you have these studs all over. Very beautiful. Now, for this, all I can say, it's like a fruity floral. It's a very everyday wear. Starts off definitely super fruity with a very realistic pear. First thing that hits you is that pear. I can barely smell the blackcurrant, but it's there as like a berry sweetness kind of a thing. It's not even like a berry sweetness. I don't know what to call it. What's a currant? It's like that little tangy sweet feeling, you know, but it's not actually the realistic fruit, but the pear is like super realistic in this. And then you have peony in it, which I'm personally not very fond of, but in this it's like doing really well. It's creating that softness as well. In the middle notes, you have jasmine, praline and tonka bean. It takes a while for this to reach your middle notes. And jasmine comes in like a mild floral and not really that indolic jasmine. It's not very strong. It doesn't seem like a night jasmine or something. This is that very fresh, the wind carrying the jasmine scent towards you. It's that kind of jasmine. And you do have praline tonka in moderation as well. So it's not really strong or heavy or gourmand leaning, you know. And then in the base, you have vanilla, sandalwood, amber and musk, which make it softer, slightly, I won't call it creamier. It just becomes a little bit musky and feminine. It does turn like a slightly powdery version of musk, and I'm assuming that's because of the sandalwood, because sandalwood can either turn pickle or it can turn lotion-like, or it can smell like slightly powdery. This one is becoming like a, you know how the actual sandalwood wood smells like, you know. So overall, this perfume is not very impactful. Like how Angham was like a super impactful perfume, this one is not. It is just like a very beautiful, soft, fruity opening. Takes a while for it to reach the florals and then ultimately like settling down to your amber, sandalwood, musk. Now, I don't know if this requires much more maceration for that tonka, your praline and vanilla to kick in, because praline, tonka and vanilla are notes that you expect like would turn like really gourmand and that you would start smelling like, I don't know, cookies, chocolates or milkshake or something. It's not any of that. It's very mild. Everything is in very like moderation in this. It's nothing sticking out like a sore thumb. None of them are no notes are competing with each other to show off or anything. Everything is in moderation. I would say in the opening that pear like does make an impression and does stay throughout the perfume, but it reduces quite a bit, and then it starts allowing your jasmine and your sandalwood, amber musk and everything to start like revealing themselves. But again, I'm really overusing the word moderation, because this perfume smells like moderation. It's very mild, it's very soft, it's very for daily wear, like grab and go. Like, don't have to think too hard. You know you're gonna smell pretty if you wear this perfume, but it's not gonna make an impression on anybody, which is why I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10. I know I will use this perfume a lot, and I will revisit this perfume because I have a feeling that after maceration this is going to change quite a bit. So no, I have not used this one much at all. It's just a little bit, because I literally received this 2 days ago, and I will actually carry this to work today probably and try use it the whole day and see if it changes or if my mind changes about this a little bit more. But if you're looking for an easy grab, if you liked La Vie Belle but then you did not like that patchouli element in it, go for this one, because this is sans the patchouli. It does make me feel like pretty and light, and it's, I think, perfect for spring summer, not for fall winter, unless it's gonna like macerate like crazy and become gourmand somehow, which I don't expect it to. The way it smells, I feel this is going to go more, yeah, the vanilla and tonka are going to reveal themselves, but they're going to be like 10% of the perfume, and mostly this is going to stay the fruity floral that it is right now. The projection for this is like 2 feet, not more than that, and the longevity of this one is also like 5 to 6 hours right now. This one also requires a whole lot of maceration, so I'm gonna wait till I form like a full judgment on this. Right now it is an 8 out of 10. And the celebrity I want to give this to is Kiki Palmer. Have you seen the movie Nope? If you have not, like, please do go watch it. It's a little out there, and only like I feel weirdos like me will like. No, actually it was a very good movie. I don't know why it got so much hate and everything, but just go and watch it. Whoa. Okay, next we have 2 perfumes from Khadlaj. So the first one is something which everybody was waiting for me to review. This is your Sara. Sara is opens like that. Yeah. That's your bottle. It's cute. The PR came with a bracelet, and for the rest of the video I'll just wear the bracelet because it's so sweet of them to send something like this. There you go. So Sara is apparently a dupe for Kiali's lychee. What was it called? Eden Sparkling Lychee. Yeah, so this was a I won't call it a flanker to Eden Juicy Apple, but it kind of has the same name. So again, I'm gonna do like a side-by-side comparison for you. Let's keep the Eden Juicy Apple on this side and the Sara on the other. So guys, if you know, I was not very fond of it's nice, lychee, sparkling lychee is nice, but it's not something I gravitate towards because it has apple, and the same goes with Sara. I'm going to give you an unbiased review because I do kind of get turned off with the apple notes, you know, but in this one it's done a little better. I had compared the sparkling lychee to, you know, the hard candy, or it's called hard candy or something, and they had a lychee flavor. I'm going to put a picture over here for you. To me it smelled exactly like that. I've had that growing up a lot, like a lot. I would have that in my mouth all the time. I used to have like cuts and bruises inside my mouth because I used to like eat that hard candy so much that it used to like cause like issues in the mouth, you know. So I know exactly how it smells, and the first time I smelled this, I was like, it smells like that candy. See, my mouth is actually a little bit like watering because it feels like I have that candy in my mouth. Now in comparison, they have like a lot of differences. So your sparkling lychee has equal proportions of fruity florals in towards the middle, and in the dry down they reveal themselves more. Sara is very heavy on apple, big surprise, because you know Khadlaj, they love their apple. So I feel like in Sara the dominant note is the apple, and in the lychee, sparkling lychee, it's a lychee, literally they're saying lychee, right? So when I smell this one, I can smell a little bit of apple, but then predominantly lychee, and then I smell like florals in this one. This one, on the other hand, from the beginning till the end, it smells like apple. Top notes are lychee, blackcurrant, apple and lemon. Middle notes of violet, rose and jasmine, and the base notes of sugar, vanilla, musk, amber, cedar and sandalwood. In the opening you smell a little bit of lychee and a little bit of that blackcurrant. So they're there in like a fruity form and definitely very, very realistic. But what like comes in strongly is a scent that smells like apple juice, you know, the red apple juice, with a little hint of lemon and a lot of sweetness. Yeah. Now these top notes, they stay throughout the perfume, but let's say all the top notes start reducing and then your apple note starts getting more and more like dominant. The rest of the notes like fading away, but being there throughout the perfume. Sara, I would say, is like a fruity floral, but the fruits are taking the center seat. Yeah, it's literally, think of the fruits being 70% and you have 15% of everything else. Your middle notes, once they set in, are apparently violet, rose and jasmine. I literally cannot smell the rose because rose is a note, you know, you can smell it. So is jasmine. So you have like a very artificial combination of florals that come in like a floral note and not really where you can say this is violet or it's smelling like rose or it's smelling like jasmine. It's nothing like that. So yeah, so you have all those fruits and then you have like this artificial florals coming in very mildly, literally I'm saying 15%, you know, and then you have your base notes of sugar, vanilla, musk, amber, cedar and sandalwood. It's a very pretty perfume. I think this is like spring summer, but in summer it'll do the best because it'll make you feel fresh. It literally feels like a summer drink. Now see, when I'm seeing the dry down, I can see the difference so clearly. It's like night and day. Sparkling lychee has dried down to a floral. It's become a vanillic floral. This one is still like a freaking apple. It's so strong. Like it's very, very like lychee, apple, blackcurrant and like your fake florals along with those sweet notes. It's all there. The performance, I would give it like 6 to 7 hours. So yeah, there are differences. So if you're expecting it to be a bang on dupe for Kayali's perfume, little bit, for a little while it'll smell like that, but in dry down people are not going to think that you're wearing sparkling lychee. Sara is a super feminine perfume. Longevity is like 6 to 7 hours right now. Projection is like, I would say 2 to 3 feet. No Middle Easternness at all in this perfume. My rating for this would be a 7.5 out of 10. I'm trying to keep a balance. Yes, you guys will love this perfume. I personally am not gonna wear it too much because I don't like apple as a note, but I know people love apple notes. Do you remember in my declutter video, I said I decluttered the Primoso, Crystalia, the Crystalia Primoso and the Crystalia Imperia. Those were very apple dominant perfumes, but a lot of people commented that they bought it and they loved that perfume. Same goes with Sara. So go for it if you like a lychee apple combination, and if you want like a perfume that smells like Kayali's perfume but heavy on the fruits and not on the florals. And the celebrity I want to give this to would be a young Drew Barrymore, like a very, very young Drew Barrymore when she was blonde and everything. It's a very happy perfume. It makes you feel like happy and chirpy and you know. This costs only $25. I have another one from Khadlaj, but this is for the boys, and we have a new flanker for Intoxicate. Now if you remember, the original Intoxicate was a dupe for Angel Share. This one is a dupe for Jean-Paul Gaultier's Limal Elixir. This is how it looks like. I am in love with this bottle. Unfortunately, this is not for women. I mean, look at the bottle and look at, like, there's Intoxicate written. I don't know if you can see it or not. I'm sure you can, because when I'm editing, I'm like repeatedly saying, I don't know if you can see it or not, but you can, you know. So this one, of course, it's a masculine, super masculine fragrance. This is that gym bro fragrance that I tell you guys about. Okay, not gym bro. This one is like, okay, let's not say gym bro, because then you'll get the impression that it smells like Eros or something. No, it does not. It opens with like a very fresh minty lime opening, almost aquatic. It literally smells like you sprayed lemon and mint inside a swimming pool. And the swimming pool does have that chlorine. Oh my god, my brain. Chlorine. You know, it's all the chlorine water mixed with the lemon and mint. That's how the opening is. And then it starts like settling into like sweet notes. And if you see the notes, it's like weird because I've not smelled limal, so I don't know how it smells like. But the top notes are lavender and mint, middle notes of vanilla and honey, and the base notes of honey, tonka bean, and tobacco. They did write the notes on the box. Yeah. So heart notes are wrong. It's vanilla and benzoin, not vanilla and honey. So you have lavender, mint, vanilla, benzoin, honey, tonka, and tobacco. I don't know where the lemon is coming in my head because the moment I smelled it in the beginning, for some reason I did feel like a little bit of like a citrusy feeling, but I'm clearly wrong because in the notes it's not mentioned. So you have your lavender and mint in the opening. It's a very strange, almost like a spa kind of a thing, a spa when it's for men. The honey note is not your ugly honey note like sticky honey or something like that. It's a very beautiful, soft honey, but you can definitely smell the honey. And it's the honey that you have in products where in skincare especially where you smell the honey but doesn't smell like the sticky honey. And of course the vanilla is very, very prominent in this one. And in the base you have tonka and tobacco. The tobacco also is like a very mild tobacco, so it's not one of those dominant tobaccos where you'll feel like macho man. No, it's not that. It's a very soft male perfume. So I have to be very careful of the celebrity I assign to this one because it cannot be somebody who is very out there showing off his muscles and everything. It has to be somebody. Actually, I know exactly who to give it this to, but I'll save it till the end. This retails for only $40, and I do feel like this is very strictly for men because that mint and lavender combination, and I still feel like there's a little bit of lemon. I don't know where it's coming from, but like that combination initially, it is too masculine. It literally smells like old school masculine perfumes, think of Old Spice and everything, how that feeling you get that it's a men's thing, women cannot wear it. It's one of those. It doesn't smell like Old Spice, it's just a metaphor or whatever you call it, like I'm just using it like that. The funny thing is, although it's a very, very sweet perfume, it will not claw you in summer. I can see like Ali wearing this. I'm sure he's going to love this perfume. As a matter of fact, Khadlaj did send this for Ali, but I'm just reviewing it because I liked it so much. I was like, you know what, let me just review it. But definitely not for us. I will never put this on myself. I would love to smell this on Ali. It's a very casual day perfume. It's not like, honestly, you can wear this to the office as well. I don't know if people will kind of get clawed by it because it is a little bit sweet. But honestly, in Dubai offices, no one cares. It's like, let's choke each other out. As a matter of fact, it might become a competition, to try and choke each other out. But no, this is definitely a perfume that you can grab and go. You can wear it to like do your chores. You can wear this to the office. You can wear it like anywhere you wear it. I think it'll just like adapt the look that you're going for, the clothes and everything. And it'll pick up on your vibe as well. I feel like it's a very adaptable or malleable perfume, I call them, where it like changes and morphs into your personality. Let me not talk too much about this because it's a men's fragrance and it's kind of like, that's not my domain, and I wish I could be confident enough to speak about men's perfume, but I can't. This is the max I can do. And even in this, I somehow feel lemon and it's not listed. I don't know, there's like a blockage in my brain where I can't identify. This is like 10 out of 10. It's so good. It's so good. Like I really want Ali to wear this. It projects like 3 to 4 feet and the longevity is like 7 to 8 hours. It dries down, becomes quite sweet, So that opening and everything, like it'll be there, but ultimately it becomes like a very mild skin scent, and don't expect this to project like crazy after like 7 hours, yeah? So you'll have to top it off if you want that power and impact, to continue. And the celebrity, what's his name? He was in, he's in a lot of movies. Nicholas Colt? Nicholas Holt. My gosh, Holt. Nicholas Holt. Yeah, I think it's a perfect perfume for him. And last but not the least is a perfume I bought just for the heck of it. No, not for the heck of it, for the bottle. I've been looking at this perfume for a very long time. And I knew exactly how this perfume is going to smell like because people have reviewed this again and again and again. People have talked about it. Everybody bought this perfume because of the bottle, because it's very cute. It's a very old perfume. It's called, I have to be very careful with this because I nearly dropped this perfume. It's called Adorable by Rasasi. I don't know why my lights are a little weird today. So be careful because the packaging opens like this, and for some reason this is how it came packed. It was ripped apart like a werewolf got into this and then tried to get out of this packaging, So the packaging is very flimsy, and for some odd reason, even the person who packed it ripped it apart and never bothered to change the. So I was a bit like, I don't care, I'm gonna throw that one because it's like useless to me. But look at the bottle. I don't know why this perfume is not called Angel or something like that. Look at that. It's so cute. It's so tiny and petite. Like, yeah, petite is the word. It's so cute and pretty. And this smells like your Coco Chanel, Coco Mademoiselle, but a soapy version of Coco Mademoiselle. So yeah, like this is like an unmistakable bomb of Ambroxan. Your fruity floral, a much, you know, already that perfume is very, very fresh. Think of it like as a much, much cleaner and fresher version, because this definitely smells a little soapy to me. It retail, I got it only for $15, so I'm sure like in your country as well, because I think this is a 50 ml if I'm not mistaken. This can't be 100 ml. Guys, I'm sure the size is written somewhere, but I'm blind right now, so I can't see it, you know. But so your on Fragrantica, it's got 4.05. The top notes are bergamot, green leaves, and mandarin orange. Middle notes of rose, peach, jasmine, and lychee, and the base notes of oak moss, musk, and cedar. If you like the DNA of Coco Mademoiselle, buy it. Like, close your eyes, buy it. It definitely is not closer than your Club de Nuit by Hermaf, which I feel is the closest dupe to Coco Mademoiselle. This one is there. See, I'm feeling a little bit of irritation, you know. There are some perfumes, like I smell, you see how I smell the perfumes? I literally take it to my nose. They don't bother me, but there are some perfumes that, like, this literally went in my throat for some reason. The longevity and the projection of this is surprisingly good, you know. This is the kind of fruity floral that makes you feel happy. It smells chic. It smells very, I call it like Parisian, very like Paris-like. I would expect people like over there to smell like this, you know. There was another perfume recently, I had said that, I think it was La Femme Bloom by Riffs. You know, there's certain perfumes that make you feel like must be daytime in Paris, and you know, all these well-dressed women are like roaming around over there wearing these kind of perfumes. You know, definitely is a very spring-summer perfume as well. I don't think like you can pull this off during maybe like daytime during fall, but not in the evenings, and definitely not in winter. I know a lot of people do have this perfume, but somehow nobody talks about it, because I think the hype of Coco Mademoiselle like died off like a long time ago. Like, I think post-COVID nobody cares about it, and even pre-COVID. Now, if you know me, I'm not a big fan of the Coco Mademoiselle perfume. It smells nice on a lot of people, and like one of my best friend, one of my good friends, one of my best friends, she it's a signature perfume, and every time I smell that perfume, I remember her, and it is so like associated with her for me that I can't get myself to wear it. I don't know if that makes sense to you or not. Also, like with her skin chemistry, the perfume smells very, very good. On me, it kind of like smells like how it smells on paper, or maybe it's in my imagination. I don't know. But on me, I'm for sure, on me, it smells very, very different if I put it on my skin, you know. So for some people, I feel like Coco Mademoiselle really suits them. I don't think it suits my personality, and I don't think it suits my aura. I don't know. It just doesn't suit me. So yeah, for me, this is like, I would give it an 8 out of 10, right? It's a beautiful perfume, but I just won't gravitate towards it much. I might keep it and use it up just because the bottle is so freaking cute. Now, if you want to know what this perfume smells like, I can't be much helpful because it has like a mixed bag of a lot of notes which are difficult to describe, because this perfume is again very perfumey. It's very unrealistic. It's not, you can definitely smell, I can tell you like accords, right? You can smell citrus, you can smell soft florals, and the citruses are again like not realistic at all. Think of all these notes as very fake notes, right? You have your mandarin orange along with some greenness as well, but again in a fake way. Let's not call it fake, let's call it perfumey way. Yeah, it's not realistic. And then you have your rose, peach, jasmine, and lychee. Out of all of these, I feel the rose and lychee are the most dominant notes out of all. Again, perfumey and not realistic. What is realistic in this is the oak moss, musk, and cedar in the base. Those are like, you can smell the oak moss, and the oak moss is not making this perfume dirty, it's making it a little earthy, but in a nice way. It adds like a little bit of like that after the rain kind of scent, you know, a little soft earthiness is all I can tell you. It's a little bit like a wet feeling as well. The perfume overall smells very, very cold, and it smells very modern. Like, this perfume is like timeless, I feel. Coco Mademoiselle, for example, is a timeless perfume. And ever since its launch, it's just been a very, very loved perfume by women. And I just feel like perfumes like this will never go out of style, right? It'll always stay in. So yeah, if you do like the DNA, try it, you know. Think of it like like I said, it's a little bit cleaner, a little bit soapier version of your Coco Mademoiselle. I honestly bought it just because I can't stop staring at this perfume. It's too cute. The projection is like 2 to 3 feet, and the longevity I would say is like surprisingly like 7+ hours. Definitely, if not 8 hours, 7 for sure. So that's it for today, guys. I think this was like a decent, good haul because I don't think I disliked any of the perfumes today. They all were like pleasant, and they all were in a way happy perfumes. They all made me like happy, and I like these kind of hauls, you know, where I feel like the perfumes actually made me happy. Because if you guys don't know, I film in the morning, and when I just wake up, I have a cup of coffee, I get ready and everything, and I sit over here and I start talking and yapping. It kind of helps me because my brain is fresh, but at the same time, sometimes it's like a negative thing because I fish for words, you know, I look for words. Sometimes my brain is like not fully awake. It takes me 3 to 4 working days, no, I'm joking, a couple of hours to fully wake up or fully be active, you know. But by the time I'm active, I'm at work in my office, you know, so I can't be filming at that time. That was completely unnecessary piece of information I just gave you, but I can't help it. This is just what I do. See me, you know. That's it for today, guys. Please let me know if you've tried any of these perfumes. That's it for today, guys. I'm gonna cut over here because I'm sure I've been filming for, oh my god, quite some time. So I'm gonna stop now. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.